strategy making. Have you observed changes in strategy making before and after the pandemic? And if yes, which ones? Cam, maybe you want to take that one.
So the shift has really been building on this idea that we need to balance. So we're needing to do both, right? Short term and long term. It means actually that those that are able to, they can sense and make sense of the short term challenge. But the shift that's happening is that actually when you're trying to make this, you're making choices about an unknown future, but you're still doing that. You're saying, but this is the direction I want to move in. You're needing to take action and learn from that and iterate. And so there's far more rapid cycles of experimentation with that long-term goal in mind, as well as building, enhancing your own capability and capacity to deal with those shocks in the short term.
Is that something that you've seen, for example, in the airline industry? Renee, you've mentioned that example because at the FIT chair, we had a big project with a group of companies from that industry.
What we see in the airline industry, for instance, is that, of course, it's a huge challenge to, at the same time, win the cost game, win the price game in your established markets, and build new sources of revenue. In the airline industry, of course, if 90%, 95% of your revenue is missing, it's very hard to start investing. So strategy needs to be about understanding what the real options are on the table, which I can build today. And this is something which is crucial for the airline industry. At the start of the pandemic, many were asking, well, will this last 3 months, 6 months, until we are back to the growth path and also to the type of competitive environment we were used to? And this is something you still need to ask. But on top of that, you need to ask, well, what kind of other environments are being created right now? What kind of markets are being created right now? And how can I be successful in those? And this is what we see indeed. There's many airline companies which say, well, the network-based business model, which is also called the hub and spoke model, has been successful in the past, but it probably needs to be complemented with a multimodal play. Something which has been accelerated a lot, and for many organizations, they are now in the process of getting the tools, techniques, and routines in place to be able to do that.